Moral and life lessons. Fair turns with the big spoon. In the heart of the whispering woods, every Tuesday evening, friends Big Bear and Little Squirrel met to share stories and a potluck supper. One night, they found an enormous spoon, gleaming with gold, in the forest. The big spoon was so large that both Big Bear and Little Squirrel couldn't lift it together. Big Bear suggested they share turns using the big spoon, but Little Squirrel disagreed. The golden spoon was beautiful and powerful. Surely Big Bear wanted it all to himself. Big Bear explained that sharing the big spoon fairly meant each of them could help themselves to food, and everyone would be full. The first few times were awkward, but the animals soon got used to it. The line moved quickly, and everyone enjoyed their share of delicious food. As they dined, the forest was filled with laughter and contentment. But when it came time for Big Bear's turn, he hesitated. Big Bear looked at Little Squirrel and said, "We agreed to share fairly. I see you've had less than me these past few times." Little Squirrel was touched by Big Bear's kindness. She replied, "I didn't notice. Besides, the important thing is that we are all full and happy." Big Bear smiled and thanked Little Squirrel for her generosity. The animals shared the big spoon fairly until the potluck came to an end. As the evening drew to a close, Big Bear and Little Squirrel sat together under the stars, knowing they had learned a valuable lesson. The next day, Big Bear and Little Squirrel told their fellow animals about the big spoon. Many were inspired by their story of fairness and sharing. Soon, every animal in the Whispering Woods was using the big spoon fairly during potlucks. The days passed happily in the Whispering Woods as the animals learned the importance of fairness and sharing. They knew that by taking turns, everyone could be happy and well fed. One Tuesday evening, as they sat down to share stories and a potluck supper, Big Bear and Little Squirrel remembered how far they had come. They looked at each other with pride, knowing that they had learned the value of fairness together. As the forest was filled with laughter and contentment, they knew that they would always be there for each other. No matter what challenges came their way, they would face them together, knowing that fairness was the key to a happy life. As they walked into the sunset, arm in arm, they felt a sense of peace wash over them. They knew that they had learned a valuable lesson, one that would stay with them for the rest of their days. No matter what life threw at them, they would always remember to share fairly and treat others kindly. The next morning, they woke up to the sound of birds singing. They went to their favorite spot beneath the big spoon, feeling grateful for all that it had brought into their lives. As they looked out over the forest, they knew that they would always cherish the memories they had made together. Big Bear and Little Squirrel had learned a valuable lesson about fairness, kindness, and sharing. They realized that when everyone takes turns, no one gets left behind. The big spoon was more than just a tool. It was a symbol of their friendship and the values they shared.